Hey everybody, Big Anklevich here, podcaster, author, and carnivore. It is Monday, July 1st, 2024, and this is my report for week 57 of my journey to Wonderland using lion diet and exercise. And we're going to go ahead and jump straight into those daily videos. And we'll see you guys on the other side. Thanks for watching Big Anklevich on health. Hey everybody, it is Monday, and it is day one of actually sticking to things. So today, well, I actually stuck to things, so far so good. Usually it's pretty good at the start of the week, and then the weekend is when I fall apart. So it remains to be seen how well I do. But this morning I got up, I cooked some ground beef, and then I also cooked a bone-in ribeye steak, and that is what I had for my food. I ate the steak and then some of this ground beef that you see, maybe like a third of it. That was just kind of a supplement. I figured the steak wasn't going to be quite enough. So, you know, I ate. Still dealing with that cheese phlegm. I wonder how many days it'll be before that goes away. But yeah, I ate the whole of the steak, and then I had some of that ground beef. And then I also did my exercises. I went out and I did deadlift in my garage, and I also did the bench press, and I even did a little bit of some shoulder flies, but I didn't get any video of that. But yeah, that was pretty good, I think. And I am feeling good. I'm not going to eat anything else for today, so should be a good day. We'll see if I can keep this up. I'm gonna try and make sure to keep it up tomorrow and on through the week, and on through, heck, all the way till my birthday. All right, everybody, it is Tuesday, and it was another pretty good day. I stuck with my plan. I managed to eat lion diet the whole day. Basically, I had the same thing that I had yesterday. I had the rest of that ground beef, this ground beef that you see here. I had that. I ate the rest of that this morning, and then a little bit later I had my last of my ribeye steaks that I got on a great sale a couple of weeks ago. Had them in the freezer. I pulled them out, thawed them out, and cooked them up yesterday and today. And that's what I had for my food, was ground beef and steak, and it was pretty good. Didn't do any exercising today. That's just a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. Although I'm thinking I probably need to start doing sprinting. That was one of those things that I wanted to do, and I haven't done it. And it shouldn't take long, right? I mean, the whole idea is I'm running fast. So I could probably work that in. I don't know. I'll have to think about it. I'll have to try it, see what I can do. Okay, it is Wednesday. And this morning I had myself roast for my food. Last weekend I went to Kroger, and they had chuck roast on sale for $3.97 a pound. So I went ahead and bought myself 5 of them, because that was the limit that you could get. Normally I think I pay between $6 and $7 a pound for a chuck roast, so I was happy to get it for much cheaper. So I got something like 15 pounds, I want to say it was. I think the normal price, what I got it for was like $60, but it normally would have gone for like $105. So I was pretty happy to save a bunch of money. So yeah, I've got a bunch of chuck roast, and last night I put it in the crock pot and I let it go all night long. And this morning it was done, and I think I mentioned this before. Somebody was talking about eating chuck roast, and they said, boy, I hate to leave all that fat, because all the fat melts out of it. Well, I don't do that. I pour it into, I have these containers here that we got at IKEA. They're glass containers, so I'm not getting a bunch of microplastics out of them, although they do come with plastic lids. So make sure your stuff is cool before you put the lid on. But yeah, I just pour it into these containers, and then I put all the melted fat in there with it. And I eat it out of there like that. And I wind up eating most of the fat. When I was done, there was a tiny bit left in the bottom. And that was all. I did not, I did not drink it. I don't know. I probably could have. I've done that with, well, I haven't done it, but I've eaten spoonfuls of bacon grease before, so I could do it probably if I really had to, but I did not. It tends, you know, eating too much rendered melted fat like that can be trouble for your digestion. But yeah, I did that, and then I also did some exercises this morning. I did push-ups, I did sit-ups, and I did squats today. That was my workout for the day, and I've been thinking that I need to up it. I need to start doing more lifts per day and maybe concentrate on certain areas. So I'll have like a chest, shoulder, back day. I mean, chest, shoulder, triceps day, arms, back day, and a legs day. I think I'm going to start doing that maybe next week, sometime soon. I don't know. We are going out of town in a while, so maybe I'll wait till after we get back. I don't know. We'll see. But pretty soon I'll do that because I want to, you know, take my exercising up a notch. Maybe tomorrow I'll see if I can work in some sprinting too. Let's see if I can do that. We'll see. Tomorrow I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and remember. Try and make sure that I manage my time well enough that I can get out and sprint. Doesn't take too long. Sprinting's pretty fast. You know, you run fast and all. Okay, it is Friday and it's friggin' hot today, so I'm leaving the AC on while I do this. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'll try and be loud. So anyways, today I got up and I did my workout today. I did some curls and I did a bent over row. I was trying to do arms and back. I'm gonna start trying to, you know, differentiate my workout. You know, there's exercises where you're pulling, exercises where you're pushing, and then, you know, leg exercises, which is kind of a different thing. And so I'm going to try and differentiate them out and do those per day instead of just doing what I've been doing. That way I can maybe get in some more exercises per day as well. After I was done with that, I fried up some ground beef, and then I put in the little tiny bit of brisket that was left over from Father's Day, plus some, I don't think it was brisket, just some kind of roast beef that they had at a dinner, a little thing yesterday. Some guys retired here at my work and they had a big party for them, and there was barbecue at it, and so I brought home a bunch of that. I chopped that up and I put it into the thing with the ground beef, and it was pretty tasty. You know, the stuff, the meat was kind of dry otherwise, but once I put it in with the ground beef that had all that fat, then it was pretty darn good. And so I had that for my meals today, and now I am done eating, and I'm good and full, and I'm feeling good, and I'm still on the lion diet. How about that? It's 5 straight days. Now the big test comes tomorrow and Sunday. That's when I always blow it, so I have to make sure not to blow it this time. So wish me luck. Okay, everybody, it is Saturday, and I didn't ruin everything like I always do on the weekend. I did do something I normally don't do, so maybe that's an issue, but I don't think so. Anyways, I got up and I had ground beef mixed with, this is basically the same thing I've been having all week, ground beef and like this roast beef / brisket stuff that I've had. I chopped that up into little pieces, put that in with the ground beef because that meat was kind of dry, and I ate them together, and that was good. That was tasty from my earlier meal. And then after that, just kind of hung out most of the day. I didn't eat much after that until it was like 6 o'clock or so, and then I said, come on, wifey, we are going out for dinner. And we went to Texas Roadhouse and had ourselves a steak. So I had myself a big ribeye steak. So that may possibly be the thing that ruins me. I don't know what kind of stuff they put on steaks at restaurants. I have been feeling like pain in my stomach ever since then. I don't know if I did have a tiny bit of butter on my steak, so I don't know if maybe that has something to do with it, but I don't think so. I think it's like whatever they do with the steaks. Maybe it's the pepper, or they put some kind of seasoning on it, I think. Something is in there that just doesn't agree with me and causes me trouble. And I also ate late. Whenever I eat late, that always means that I gain a bunch of weight overnight, so maybe I'll be irritated about that tomorrow too. All right, everybody, it is Sunday, and today, well, I ate the same thing I've been eating all week. I have so much of that beef from the retirement party that they had at work that I just been cutting it up into little pieces. Probably have it for half of next week as well. Just cutting it up into little pieces, putting it in with ground beef, just trying to, moisten it up a little bit because it's pretty dry. It needs a little something, if you know what I'm saying. So yeah, I mix them together, and that's what I ate today, and I ate a lot of it. I made a whole batch, and I sat down and I ate some of it. Didn't really eat very much early in the morning, and then later I thought, oh, I'll eat some more. I'm actually feeling a little hungry, and I did so, and I ate all of it. So maybe I won't have it all week next week. I don't know. I still have plenty left though, so there will be some next week at least. But yeah, that was my food for the day. I just had a whole bunch more of that. That's what I've been eating all week. So I'll just keep it up, I guess. All right, so there is the week that was this week. And yeah, I don't know. It might seem like it wasn't that consequential, although I did finally manage to get a whole week doing the lion diet. That is something I keep, I've been trying to do that for weeks, but I keep falling on my face when I get to the weekend. I would give up. I would give in to whatever temptations that I had. And, there weren't terrible temptations. I was still just eating cheese, but cheese doesn't agree with me. My body doesn't like cheese, gives me problems, and it tends to make me gain weight. And this week I didn't do that. So that is something. But it definitely feels like maybe not. Maybe I'm not going anywhere. I don't know. Maybe we're still in a holding pattern, especially if you look at my weight. My average from last week was 230.6. Then we see what my average from this week is. 230.8. So it's almost exactly the same. That means that I went up 0.2 pounds on average this week. But it's actually an interesting thing, my weight, because after recovering from last weekend, coming down to kind of a normal weight, I still was going up. I'd been going up like a pound almost every day since I started doing this thing with no fasting. And it just felt like that was an inevitable thing. But then on Thursday, that stopped. Instead of continually going up, I went down a little bit. And then the next day I went down a little bit more. And then the next day I went down even a little bit more. Has my body figured it out? Is it getting the nutrients that it needs, and it's realizing, hey, it's time to fix things and we don't need this anymore? I don't know, but I hope so. I'll tell you that much, I really hope so. Back when I had lost a whole bunch of weight, I had here and there steadily gone through and would eliminate old clothes. I was getting rid of my big old fat clothes. I didn't want them anymore. I didn't want that opportunity of going back there. And then I switched over to this thing without fasting, and I started gaining weight. And I started gaining weight, and I gained weight, and I gained weight, and now some of those clothes that I have are kind of a little uncomfortable. They're a little bit tight. And I don't like that. I really don't. My wife told me this morning, oh, in the last few weeks you've started snoring again. I really don't like that. And I've noticed that I haven't been sleeping that well either. So that needs to go away as well. So hopefully I'm on the downturn and that stuff is going to be going away. I hope so. Maybe next week, for the first time since I stopped fasting, I'll be able to say this week I didn't gain weight. Not even if it's just 0.2 pounds. Instead, I'll be able to say I lost weight 0.2 pounds or whatever. That would be neat. Because that would be a first. It's been a while. I was once at, 89 pounds lost? And I'm all the way back down to 59 pounds lost. So I got to get back going in the right direction. I'm tired of this. I don't like it. But I believe in it, and I'm going to stick to it. And hopefully it's the truth and not just some BS that people have been spouting out there. I've heard some stories of some people who said that this is what happened to them. They gained weight, then they eventually lost it once their body realized they're not in a famine anymore and they can let it go. But I don't know, we'll have to see how that works. I believe in it. It's gonna happen. Hopefully next week will be the first week I can tell you that I'm losing weight again. So we'll see. But yeah, the lion diet and the exercise is gonna keep happening and we're gonna keep going and I think it's gonna be good. So I'll just stick with that and we'll see how it goes. Keep watching my progress and see what happens. Talk to you guys again next week. Thanks for watching Big Anklevich on health.